Hello there, Internet. MegaMogwai here, and I got another video for you guys today, and another Team Nicol Bolas showcase as we are still playing Dragon God Grixis, my favorite deck in Standard right now, and I'm going to showcase more sweet gameplay with it. But first of all, we're going to talk a little bit about the actual deck, because I have made several changes to both the main deck and the sideboard as well. I'm going to try to explain myself with these changes. Basically, as you can see, we are no longer running main deck Moment of Craving. Instead, we're running Bedeck Bedazzle. That is because Bedeck is able to one-shot the likes of Wall Growth Walker, and is rather flexible to cast, as well as it can use both our red and black sources. And Bedazzle enables us to deal with the likes of Azcanta, the Ruin, which Esper Control plays. So I have faced Esper Control with this deck. I think with this incorporation, we actually do have an advantageous matchup. People don't realize just how good Bedevil is. A lot of people, like, I'm not saying like top level players, but I'm saying like a lot of people in my comment section, like I get a lot of requests for me to like lower down the amount of Bedevils. But this card is just absolutely outstanding. Enables us to really answer anything, like a creature, a planeswalker. It's the Mortify of Grixis, and in this metagame, it may be better than Mortify. So that's the main reason to run, Grixis as an archetype, right? So the reason why I'm talking about Bedevil in conjunction with Bedeck is because Bedevil really makes it so that we can shut down Esper Control's planeswalkers, while Bedeck gives us a chance to not only, like I said, deal with Azcanta, but also potentially finish off a Little Teferi or a weakened planeswalker with the 2 damage that we can deal to it as well, right? So it's a flexible card. I like flexible cards. The only downside to us playing this, because like I said, the -3 makes a huge difference. There's a lot of creatures at 3 health that we can kill with this, but it does not give us 2 health. And because it doesn't give us 2 health, it is a worse version of Moment of Craving versus mono red aggro, even though with this we can kill a Goblin Chain Whirler, for example, which Moment of Craving can't do, right? That really goes a long way. The fact that we lose 2 health gain really does go a long way, and I know I'm going to be getting a lot of questions in regards to the mono red matchup, because today's video does not feature mono red, even though I have faced mono red, I believe 3 times with this deck. 4 times. I've won 3 and I've lost 1. So I have a positive win rate against it, but I can guarantee you that doesn't mean it's an advantageous matchup. I think mono red is actually a 50% matchup for this deck list as of right now, which, I wish I could say it was higher, but unfortunately, if I run stuff like Moment of Craving and I run more health gain in the main deck, I weaken my matchup against other decks, and I kind of take away from the power of Grixis to begin with. So my solution to the mono red problem is to run 3 Enter the God Eternals in the sideboard. This card is the most powerful card against mono red, even though you have to be careful with then sideboarding in Tibalt, for example. But Enter the God Eternals is an incredibly powerful play, and because we also sideboard in 2 Vraska's Contempts, alongside the fact that we run 2 Lava Coils and the Cry of the Carnariums, which we run 3 of as well, because mono red tend to bring in their Legion Warboss against you because you are a control deck, which is very easy for us to answer. We can actually answer the incoming Rekindling Phoenix from their sideboard as well. It's important to note how mono red aggro sideboards, and they always tend to bring Rekindling Phoenix against control decks as well. So because we have Lava Coil, like I said, Cry the Carnarium, and Vraska's, we're able to answer Phoenix quite efficiently, and by bringing in Enter the God Eternals, we have a very, like, if we make it to turn 5 alive, we should be fine. We keep Eugene, as well as I like to call him, to be able to answer Experimental Frenzy, because that is the most threatening card against us, by far. So, like I said, I'd still say mono red is a 50% matchup. It depends a lot on draws and plays, obviously, but it is most certainly winnable. I did want to tackle that quite a bit. So, mono red issues aside, I think the deck improves the deck. Pun intended, I guess. And as you can see, I took out 1 Hostage Taker and am running 3 copies of Nicol Bolas Ravager instead of 2, because while Hostage Taker is really strong, she's amazing against creature-based decks. I am running 2 of her in the sideboard instead, because Nicol Bolas is just outstanding. Ravager is really good in this meta. He's just a solid 4-drop, and in the late game, when we top deck him, it's just always so threatening for the opponent. If they don't answer him, and we flip into Nicol Bolas the Arisen, which happens, like, it happens way more often than you would think, we can resurrect Nicol Bolas Dragon God, and if we get the double Dragon God, or sorry, the double Dragon action going on, we're pretty much unbeatable at that point. So I'm just a huge fan of Ravager, and I think 3 is the right amount of copies to run him in. Other than that, we haven't really changed anything else in the main board. When it comes to the sideboard, as you can see, we are running Ashiok, which is my most recent addition, alongside 2 copies of Elder Spell. Because there's this very scary Witch deck, and what I mean by Witch, it's black, green, blue, and white. Everything but red. It's called Witch. A Planeswalker Command the Dreadhorde deck that's been running around that I think is very scary and potentially very powerful, and that I will likely showcase in the channel very soon. I think is the contender to be one of the most powerful decks in the metagame because it is just ridiculous. Like, Command the Dreadhorde I think is a ridiculous card, and that deck is very spooky. So Ashiok is my main answer to that, and also Arc-like Phoenix decks, which are also rising. You gotta understand that the sideboard is an ever-flowing thing. Like, it never really stays rigid. It changes constantly, trying to adapt to what people are playing, right? And I think Ashiok is a very good meta call because of the fact that it stops Command the Dreadhorde decks as we exile their entire graveyard. And like I said, we can also deny the likes of Arc-like Phoenix builds as well, and any other graveyard-focused build. It's also really good against Esper Control because it denies their Ascanta from flipping, and in that matchup, whoever flips Search for Ascanta, when it comes to Grixis versus Esper, tends to win the game. So being able to deny that is very key, and also threatens to mill them because Esper Control has a lot of card draw and the match tends to be really grindy. So the mill effect is very powerful. Like, he has 5 loyalty, which means that I can potentially mill 20 cards from my opponent, and that can be game winning as well. I think Ashiok is a card a lot of people are sleeping on, and I really like it in the sideboard for those reasons. Basically, I think those reasons is enough. Today I'm going to showcase 3 different matchups. I'm going to showcase Bant midrange, a Demir sort of mid-rangey Planeswalker build, and a Esper Hero mid-range deck. These 3 best of 3 series happened consecutively as I was laddering, and these happened towards the end of my stream, and they feature the deck almost like, I feel like a few of them don't have this exact lineup, but it's pretty close to that, and hopefully you guys enjoy, because I think they're really quality games, and they also showcase this deck versus very high meta decks. Like, Bant midrange and Esper Hero midrange are really hot right now. Like, a lot of people are playing them, and it's important to know how we do against them. Spoilers, Esper Hero midrange, this deck just shits on it. I've yet to lose the matchup. I think it's hard to lose the matchup. I think we just whoop them again and again because that deck just kind of automatically loses to Cry of the Carnarium, and I do think it's going to downfall a little bit. The reason why it rose up in popularity is because it's a very good deck against mono red aggro, right? So we try to capitalize on that. We try to capitalize on the people, teching for mono red, and we hunt them down with Grixis, and I really hope a lot of people bring Esper Hero midrange to the tournament, because if I end up bringing Grixis myself, that is going to be easy food for me, and, we always want that, right? Yay for easy food. Leave a like for easy food, and I don't know what the fuck that was. That was a really loud noise. I don't know if you heard that, but holy shit. I hope whatever happened there's... I'm actually going to check on that. Anyways, yeah, like it felt like an elephant fell or something. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like for daily MTG content. Hope you appreciate the Grixis gameplay. I'll be showcasing other decks soon as well. I'll be mixing it up and all that, but I've been really on this... I've been heavy on this Grixis craze of mine, like I said, prepping for the tournament and all that. And I just gotta say I appreciate all the support on the videos as well. Have a solid day. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the games. I'll see you tomorrow. I do want to take out one Legion War boss for like another Elder Spell in the... Like, I think 4 Elder Spells is completely justified. Why are you keeping so many Narsets versus creature decks? Because Narset, especially when I'm on the play, Narset enables me to fish for any sort of answer, like Cry of the Carnarium, Ritual Suit. Narset is a 3-mana play that fishes me a cube removal potentially, and also sponges damage because they have to get rid of her. What's not to like about Narset? And that's like the worst case scenario for it. Alright, it seems we're facing Bant midrange. And if he plays, oh boy, if he plays these elves, oh, he found another one. Okay.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint. I've got it.
I mean, I still do this.
That's more like it.
Alright, I'm gonna deal with this Teferi.
Don't worry, I got this. Now what?
I'm gonna deal with this Growth Chamber Guardian. Next turn I can flip Nicol Bolas. I'm gonna do this. Just because at the end of the day, only if he top decks a Planeswalker here.
Multiverse is at my disposal. I know what must be done.
What if he finds? I'm not gonna risk it.
You ought to die.
I train everyone. No one is more prepared.
Alright, there we go. There we go. Nice! Alright, let's add in Hasha Stakers, Enter the God Eternals, Vras's Contempts. Another Cry of the Carnarium, honestly, like, it's not amazing, but he is playing those guys, so I'm gonna do that in Moment of Craving. I'm gonna take out the Elder Spells. Yeah, I've removed Sarkin. He just wasn't doing enough. Like, some games he won, yeah, but I don't know. He just didn't feel as impactful in this deck. I think 3 Cry of the Carnarium is pushing it though. Maybe I'd rather have Cry than Moment of Craving though, right? Let's go triple Cry of the Carnarium. I mean, it's not as amazing this matchup, but it still hits. It still hits a lot of shit. Especially now that I'm on the draw and you can just kind of like overwhelm me with an early, you know, swarm. Though his deck is not as swarmy. Maybe I'm better off with Moment of Craving, honestly. Because of the fact that I'm on the draw. Regardless, we got a mulligan this. We got a mulligan this. And hope for the best with this. Gonna drop the steam vents here. Alright, so he's running Dovin's Veto. He's still quite a few lands away from being able to play that, so...
Prowess. We still have much to learn.
Keep up the pace. You know what? I'm not done yet.
Ah.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
I can't handle all this damage. Unless I can top deck it. Like, the problem is if he plays Lyra Dawnbringer, that's pretty much a game-winning play. Because no matter what I do, I can't deal with Lyra, and like Lyra is the game-winning play here. I'm Grixis. I don't have a board wipe. If he doesn't play Lyra here, I would be shocked. Because if I draw into a Ritual Suit, that's shocking. But unfortunately, I'm not able to punish him. I mean, he could have a Frilled Mystic as well. Which is probably why he did that. Alright, so he is running certain Planeswalkers. I think Cry definitely worked against us a little bit there. Let's go with this. Now that we're on the play, Narset is easier to play. Given we can play it, of course. We're going to keep this, despite the fact that we can't really cast Narset with this hand right now. We do have early removal for his ramp. We have like 3 good sources of removal here. Like, this package is really solid. I'm going to lead off with the Blood Crypt. And I'm going to hope for an island. We're definitely going to be answering this. We want to disrupt his curve as much as we can. Though I could also just drop a... I could also just drop a Thought Erasure, honestly. Have a look.
This isn't a fight you can win. No, I am not making this up as I go.
My prowess will keep an open mind.
I've got time.
I must stay focused.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Meditate and prepare.
We will meet again.
I could have kept Narset there.
Sorry I'm late. Let's try this.
I will spare you. In exchange for eternal service, I will return. My schemes are never ending.
I'll protect you.
Defiances infuriate. Witness a mote of my power.
Those who cannot perceive think I have just the trick for this.
I'm just gonna get rid of that Teferi. Get countered! With no counter! Bitch! Alright, back in it. Oh, okay. In my opinion, every meta deck right now needs to be able to have a favorable matchup versus Esper Hero. I mean, that's a correct assessment. I think Esper midrange is overrated, though. I don't think Hero Precinct 1... I think... Once people realize that deck just automatically, not automatically, but kind of automatically loses to Cry of the Carnarium, it'll fall down in flavor. I don't think Esper Hero, like Esper midrange, is going to stay super popular for too long, honestly. I am happy with people playing mono Esper Hero, though. Is that a spell pierce? Okay. You worried there. You worried me there for a second. I mean, for now I'm gonna drop this.
Thoughtfulness before action.
Thoughtfulness before action. AK, calm the fuck down, please. We'll go for this first, always. Is he like Demir?
Hone your prowess.
I'll take it. I am playing into Spell Pierce by doing this. I should have just dropped the Swamp, honestly. But... River's Rebuke. Holy shit. Alright, let's take out the Vrasa's Contempt. And I mean, like, we're nullifying Chemist's Insight with this right now. So let's go for another one. And let's take out River's Rebuke, actually. Let's fill up our graveyard so we can flip Askanta soon. As long as Narset is on the board, he can't really... I mean, he can Chemisters, but it's just gonna replace itself. I will keep that there. Though I should just play this. Super Friends.
The immortal recalled Bolas will be your end.
What did he exile? An island? I would have taken out the Moment of Craving. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Well, it's. I guess we're back to the drawing board.
I leave you with one last.
Oh no, no Askanta for us.
Conceivable. You have no weakness I cannot exploit.
All right. Yeah, get that fucker out. Okay. Dude, Ashiok is no joke. Like, Ashiok is actually, like, a thing, and, yeah. Respect that thing. I mean, how many Planeswalkers can this man run, right? Just because he's playing Ashiok, though, I'm going to add in at least one Elder Spell. I also want to add in a couple of Legion War bosses now, because I haven't seen any creatures from him. And I'm pretty sure he's going to take out a bunch of those units anyways. Let's take out the Lava Coils and the Moment of Cravings, and the Cry of the Carnariums, and the Ritual Suits. And, I mean, do we just go all in with the Elder Spells? 4 Elder Spells. Legion of Doom. Let's do it. I mean, I don't want to be super vulnerable to a Thief of Sanity. That's like the one downside to this. But I still got Angrat's Rampage and 4 Bedevils. That's the beautiful thing about this. Like, I can... My removal is good versus control. Like, my core removal. That's what I love about Grixis. Like, it's fine. I take out 2 Lava Coils, 2 Moment of Craving. It's okay. I still should find an answer for, like, 1 Thief of Sanity. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's lacking. It's low on mana, but I got Thought Erasure. Can help me surveil. And if I manage to curve out, it's a pretty promising curve at that. So let's try. Let's see what he's all about. Alright, no Ashiok. Thank you. That's risky though, what I just did. But not really, because if he does top deck a Thief of Sanity, I have Ravager. Well, hope you like doing that, because that's the last time you're gonna get to do it. Man, this is the sort of matchup in which this deck is just easy mode. I'm gonna take the Ross's Contempt. It's kind of, that Davrio is kind of annoying.
Perish the thought.
Perish the thought. That could be misinterpreted. That could be sexist.
Meditate.
And prepare. Beautiful.
Let's tidy up in there.
Come on, play it. Yes.
I do hope you make this battle
exciting for me. This looks like a fun new toy.
How about this toy?
Finally, nap time.
I have just the trick for this.
You can't chemisters. Nope, nope. I saw that coming. I knew he was gonna do it. That never gets old. I hate that stolen Narset still prevents card draw from the original opponent. Wait, does it work like that? It's a bug. Oh, shit. Oh. We're gonna lead off with the steam vents. Follow that up with the watery grave, and turn 3 will be able to Narset. If he has no turn 2 play, that's like our opponent not having a turn 2 play with Narset on curve is so good. But he does. Crabby time. So we're gonna have to lava coil this. I could have played this first and then kept one of my blues enabled, because at least I bluff a potential spell pierce this way. I gotta respect this. I was fearing that. But why should I fear when the pirate is here? Obviously, I should still fear because he could have a removal for this. Easily. Right, land, land, land. Oh boy.
I train every day with thoughtfulness before action.
I'm gonna take the cry. Well, he's gonna get one proc from this. Not much we can do about it. He's gonna steal one of our cards, so be it. I was kind of concerned about that. That's one of the things that hero does well, right? He opens the path for thief. That's fine. That's pretty fine.
Hone your prowess.
Power of Narset, ladies and gentlemen, and that's one of the key things. Like, he stole one of my cards, but he also decided to not attack Narset, and thus enabled that play. So I better hope you stole something good. I hope you stole something good, buddy. Cocked! Cocked, baby!
Slow this down. Trust me, I have a plan.
Omega cucked.
Will remake the multiverse in my image.
I love Narset. Oh my god, I love her so much. That's very important to consider. The fact, yeah, look at that. And I thought I was gonna Elder Spell that to Fairy. I thought I was gonna Elder Spell that to Fairy. Bitch, please. Oh, Dovin, okay.
I'm impressed anyone would be so foolish as to face me.
All right.
The facts can't be denied.
intellect is without limit.
Let him play another. Didn't I have lethal there? No, I went for the +1. No, I didn't have lethal. Actually, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I could have Elder. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I could have Elder Spell my own Narset. I missed lethal. I just realized. Never punished. I missed lethal. Ah, I derped there. Cry the Carnarium. I'm telling you, this card destroys that deck. Another Moment of Craving, just to make sure we can answer those early threats. Another Hostage Taker. A couple of Duresses tend to put in the work here as well. Elder Spell, I think I can keep as a 2 of. I don't think I need 3 of those, or 4. Ross's Contempt is interesting. Let's see if we can afford it. I don't think we need Eugene. Though maybe we do. Like, Eugene is not terrible. Ritual Suit is good. Bedevil is good. You're good. You're pretty good, too. Honestly, like, everything is good here. I think we can drop down 1 Elder Spell. Is Cry the best single card versus Esper Hero? It is. This is the reason why I think that deck is not going to remain up for long, because this card just single-handedly shuts it down. I think I'm on the draw. I think I'm going to drop Eugene. I think Liliana is enough. Now that I'm on the draw, I can drop 1 Narset, even though Narset did fantastic there. I think Moment of Craving is fine as it is. And perhaps I can drop down 1. I mean, Search for Scanta is always a card I'm happy to see, right? What card is a little bit unnecessary here? Perhaps Duress. 1 Duress is fine. Don't want to overdo it. I'd rather keep Bedevil. But Bedevil is like, oh, when is Bedevil not good in this matchup? I kill all of his creatures, and I kill his planeswalkers. Why would I cut 1 Bedevil? Like, you never cut Bedevil. Bedevil is the reason to play this deck right now. Alright, see what he takes out. Like, chat, tell me, when does Bedevil feel bad? I never feel bad having this card in my hand. It's insane how good it is right now. I have Cry the Carnarium, but I still want to go for it. I have this in the back in case, you know, shit gets out of hand. So that was his plan. His plan was to hero Priest in 1 and then Dovin's Veto to protect it. Does he have more Dovin's Veto?
Mind and body should move in unison. Keep an open mind.
We just take the Bedevil. We take the card that kills creatures and planeswalkers. We just always take it. He may have Vraska. Narset is just so good. This card is... If my opponent like tries to play the stale game, I just drop her. And I'm like, yeah. Yep, and now...
Needs a rest.
Give me a land. Give me a land, por favore. Alright, I guess that's too much to ask for. Well, I can be patient. Dude, Esper midrange feels like an easy, like, it's like easy mode. Like, this matchup just feels like easy mode. Even if I get mana screwed, like, I have answers for everything. Everything they throw at me. It's crazy how easy this matchup is for us.
There are so many mysteries to uncover.
I'm not going to use Narset now, because I'm going to discard cards anyways. And I want to draw lands. Fun police. Fun police. Oh no, fun police. If only I didn't have like a billion ways to deal with that thing.
Meditate
And prepare. I'll get a double and a double. No, I'll get the doubles. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? What if he has a Dovin's veto though?
I have just the trick for this.
I'm gonna take this just in case he has a Dovin's veto. That way I can actually never mind. Yo, first world problems, man. When you have too much shit.
Through feud or feast, your blood is mine.
This was overwhelming.
What a mess I've made.
You still suck, Soren.
Curse you and your progeny.
I got answers for these, man. I probably should have discarded the hostage taker, to be fair.
My schemes have been foiled. Witness a mote of my power. Will wipe your bloodline from existence.
This is stupid.
Conceivable.
This matchup is so fucking easy, dude. Oh my god. No.
Schemes are never ending.
I have practiced against men with thoughtfulness before action.
The guy's like, nice, you lucky you, dude. I have like a Swiss knife of a hand. Like literally no matter what you play, I will be able to answer it, and I will keep getting value. Like this game was over a while ago. GG, man. This matchup is just too good in my favor. Like Esper mid range is like, it's hard. It's actually hard to lose, I think.